with Cody the American Nightmare, Jimmy Havoc, Excalibur, and Taz. I'm Tony Schiavone, and welcome to AEW Dark. Let's go to the ring for our first match this week as QT Marshall of the Nightmare family will take on Lee Johnson.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 180 pounds, Lee Johnson.
Cody, you know, I always like to see young guys come out making their debut on AEW to see what they're made of. I think we all take a good look at him. He's going to go into the ring against a guy that you know very, very well. But for Lee tonight, this is his biggest moment. Really.
Absolutely, and a little bit of a teacher-student situation here. QT being his trainer.
Yeah, absolutely. QT is his trainer. And speaking of that, you heard that bite of the apple. Let's go back to Dasha in the ring.
And his opponent from
Cody.
the Big Apple, weighing 234 pounds, QT Marshall.
She said he was from the Big Apple. I get the pun of it all, but I think he's actually from Freehold, New Jersey.
Freehold, New Jersey.
Freehold, New Jersey.
How about that?
How do you like them apples?
Well, the fact is, when you're from the New Jersey area, you say you're from the Big Apple.
Yeah, for sure.
I get that.
For sure. And as you can see, he has had hair transplant surgery in the last 6 months. That same thing Urlacher did. It's actually really coming in. Not on the back, but up front it really is.
You know what? I'm glad you pointed that out.
Hell yeah, he's one of my good friends.
Well, listen, he's part of the Nightmare family, right?
Barely.
Okay.
Barely. You're more part of the Nightmare family. He is. Yes, he is.
Yeah, and listen, you've teamed with him. Your brother has teamed with him. And I know he trains wrestlers. We talked about him in training Lee Johnson. The fact is that he himself, I really think, especially since Dynamite is first aired back in October, has really, really improved as a wrestler.
Absolutely. He's one of those guys that had everything going on. When you talk to him about wrestling, you could sense.
Right.
He knew so much more than he was showing in the ring, and he just needed that opportunity in Dallas against Butcher and the Blade. He really showed the whole world. He has since then. The Natural Nightmares with him and Dustin. Dustin being a gatekeeper. Wow. Floated right into that hammerlock. Exactly what we were talking about, right when we were talking about it. He's an absolutely world-class wrestler.
Yeah, and he's getting better, and maybe the teacher's showing the student a little thing. Or
Teacher never expects to get elbowed right in the face, though.
No, he didn't.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, put a little extra oomph in it.
Yeah, the next training session may be kind of stiff up the top. Look
Lee Johnson.
Yeah.
What a vertical.
Some agility. Lee hitting the ropes.
Wow!
How about that?
Shades of Dick Murdoch with the way he put his hip in there, too. That wasn't just anybody's hip toss. That was a Dickie Murdoch hip toss.
Dick Murdoch reference here on AEW Dark.
On the mothership.
On the mothership. Arm drag takedown. Driving the knee right into the
AWA-style armbar, too. See how he's put the knee on top of the head?
Right.
I don't know where he got that from, being from Freehold. That's more of a Minnesota thing right there. But he's, like he said, he's been all over.
Yes,
just recently, he's one of those 30-year overnight successes, basically. Just recently has he really hit the scene. Wow.
Yeah, Lee needs to. Wow. You know, there's a lot of posturing for young wrestlers these days. Don't you agree with that? I mean, guys who just come out of training, they got to mug the camera, and a lot of times it works. A lot of times it's a mistake.
It's the risk you take. You want to be remembered, but sometimes you should be remembered for just your wrestling. Lee just found that out the hard way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not everybody can be a Sammy Guevara where they can posture and mug to the camera and still get a win.
I thought you were going to say me or someone, but no. Sammy Guevara did do all that earlier, indeed.
Right.
Oof.
QT with a big leg drop out of the right side.
You only get so many of those leg drops. You only get so many. That hip starts to go.
Yeah, QT still trying to shake the feeling back into that left arm of his. Paul Turner, the referee, you're with us on AEW Dark. Tony Schiavone and Cody, the American Nightmare.
This is a smart move right here. He's going to a traditional ab stretch. He's a route 230. He's making Lee Johnson carry his way, and he's hooked the ankle.
Wow.
Look at this. He's really, this is for this teacher versus student scenario. He's really making him pay. Shots to the back of the head.
Lee Johnson got out of it with a couple of elbow blows to the knee, and now Lee over the top. Look at that drop
Vertical
kick.
again. Yeah. Sting height on that drop kick.
Yeah, Lee Johnson's he's got some athletic ability here. Look at this. Taking QT back to the corner. He needs to go at him, though. Don't let him come out of the corner.
He's got to stay on him. He's got to have that sense of urgency here.
Well, Lee's only been a pro for 2 years now. And a lot of times it takes much longer than 2 years to find your footing. Into the side.
That right there.
Whoa. QT just too much strength here now.
Big elevation.
Yep.
Sorry, I jumped on you there.
No, that's all right, man.
I jumped on you. Well, we're just getting our rhythm, you
Getting
and
our rhythm, man.
Yeah, I know you used to do this with the old man, right?
Yeah, it sure did, man. Boy, did I ever. And in the
send him back into the buckle.
Look at this. Lee, just very fluid, his movements. Come on, get him on top. Don't wait on him. Oh, he caught him. With one.
Oh!
Backbreaker into a front pancake.
Nice combination there. I'm assuming going for potentially a swanton here.
It looks like
busted open under the eye.
Yes, how about this?
Oh, how do you like them apples?
QT swanton bomb, and he got him 1, 2, 3. Yeah. QT Marshall, a little peeling of his right eye as well.
I wouldn't mind.
Here's your winner, QT Marshall.
We're going to go to replay, and there's that swanton. We got to give that thing a name, some sort of apple pun.
Right.
Name it at home. You guys have better ideas than we do half the time. What? They cut under the eye.
Yeah, I don't know. An apple peel.
Oh, he peeled.
He peeled that apple.
He peeled that apple.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making his way to the ring from Nashville, Tennessee, Ryan Pyle.
Ryan Pyle's making his AEW debut, Taz, and he is actually making it, technically speaking, against the competitor looking for his first victory in an AEW ring.
This is
And his opponent, from Cleveland, Ohio, he is Mr. Mayhem, Wardlow.
Well, check this out, MJF seconding his man Wardlow out to the ring, but Excalibur, I'm going to be Captain Obvious for a second. My man Wardlow's not even in gear. He's rocking a suit with his fancy pocket square and his Burberry tie. And MJF, of course, with that I pinned Cody shirt. I think he wants the music cut. There you go.
Man's just got to take some of his clothes off before we get this match started. He's got a lot of layers. Got a lot of layers.
MJF really looking to drag this out.
You think?
Wait, he's getting. Oh, the pocket square.
Pocket square fell.
But you know what? I bet MJF would just buy him a new one.
Yeah, sure. But, the thing is, though, so that's what the locker room's for, right? You put your gear on in the locker room and you come out here and wrestle.
You know what this is, Taz? And I think you would know this better than anybody else. This is an intimidation tactic by Wardlow.
I understand what you're saying, Excalibur. Poor Ryan Pyles.
Yeah, he's got to sit across the ring, and he has to envision the beating, what we can only assume is a beating that is waiting for him.
Yeah.
Once Wardlow finishes disrobing.
This guy's a monster. He's just put together. Wardlow, always focused. By the way, I was talking to MJF earlier today about the I Pin Cody t-shirt. He said he has 24 of them.
Oh, Pyles.
Oh, man.
Up on the shoulders of
my
Wardlow.
God.
Wardlow.
Oh, no.
Takes the spin. Oh, the F10. Just sending Pyles for a ride. And Wardlow. Wow. What an impressive physical specimen Mr. Mayhem.
Just
Wardlow
finish him
is.
right now. Yeah, just finish him off.
This is
Man. The
Here's
force.
your winner, Wardlow.
The power and force he possesses, Wardlow. Mr. Mayhem.
Taz,
Is an animal, man.
all it took was one move for Wardlow to pick up his first victory in AEW.
He just tore right through Ryan Pyles. That kid, oof, man.
contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Richmond, Virginia, weighing 198 pounds, Tony Dynamite.
Tony Dynamite, who we understand has an extensive amateur wrestling background out of Campbell University in the great state of North Carolina. And this is a big moment for him.
Yeah, AEW debut. Going against a very good friend of mine.
Yes,
See, I do have some friends.
Well, yeah, you have acquaintances maybe.
Oh, no, this one's a friend.
Really a friend,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, you have to. I live with him, so...
And his opponent,
He doesn't do the
accompanied
washing
to
up all the
ring
time.
by
That does really annoy me, to be fair.
Penelope Ford, from Gorleston,
But,
Norfolk,
you know.
England, weighing 181 pounds, super bad, Kip Sabian.
Along with the super bad girl, Penelope Ford.
They are an attractive couple, aren't they?
Well, they, yes, they are.
You're allowed to say yes.
Yes. No, I agree. She's absolutely gorgeous, and he's
So is Kip.
he's a very handsome young man.
He's a beautiful man.
He's a very handsome young man. I agree.
He walks around the flat in his underwear sometimes. I'll be honest, I enjoy that.
Okay, all right. I don't need to know any more about.
Only in the
flat.
mornings.
Okay, I get that.
I tend not to, because look at him. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Okay. All right. I know what my next line is, but I'm not going to say it because it'll get edited out. I've got the next line just in the back of my head.
You can tell me later.
Okay, here we go. It's going to be Kip Sabian going up against Tony Donati in this matchup here.
Well, my money's on Kip.
Oh yeah, I think, and I think certainly he has the advantage here because, well, he's got that great athlete at ringside. I mean, Penelope's
Absolutely,
more
yeah.
than just
Like we were saying in the last match, like, you know, having that corner person for you is going to be a really good, you know, in this case, you know, cheerleader, like someone to really hype you up, get you going.
Sure.
Yeah. And she's incredibly supportive of him.
Standing neck vice here by Sabian. He snaps him over.
Sabian's an incredibly accomplished technical wrestler as well.
Yeah, you know, sometimes we don't give him enough credit for that because he comes out, he's got the flash, he's got the
He's a massive
sunglasses.
arsehole.
Yeah.
I got this.
Yeah. And we don't give enough credit for being a great accomplished mat wrestler. And we mentioned about the look at
Yeah, his amateur background's come to play here for
Yeah.
Tony Donati, yeah.
Donati using that neck vice as well. Now he's sent to a side headlock. And here now, Sabian sends him back to him, just holding right on.
keeping hold, very
There you
safe.
go. Driving down, just
Getting the advantage there, the height advantage.
just dropping down to one knee.
Lower centre of gravity is going to be harder to be thrown off now. Oh, good boy.
Yeah, okay, and
The very British greeting there.
is that? Yeah, that's right.
It's like saying hello.
Right, that's
I think that's what my dad used to tell me.
that's right. Well known that Winston Churchill did that many years ago, and
I think his was facing the other way.
down the other way, and
Oh, good catch into a headlock. there.
yes, sir, into a front chancery. And as Aubrey Edwards checks in, I want to remind you that well, we saw recently on an edition of AEW Dynamite. That Colt Cabana had something to say about Penelope, that he thought Penelope was a great athlete, that she didn't need to be hanging around her boyfriend that much, if she would focus more on her abilities in the ring. And Kip took exception to that, and he got the
Well, I
face slap.
think Colt should mind his own business.
Well, it was just an opinion. I mean,
She shut up though, shouldn't he?
okay, well,
Yeah. So you got nothing to say to that, have you, Tony?
no, well, you know, I think I hate to say this, I kind of agree with him in that Penelope is.
Look, he's allowed, like, you're allowed to voice your opinion. You know,
Right.
freedom of speech does not mean freedom from consequence. So he said
Okay,
what he wanted to do.
I agree. Freedom of consequence. Oh boy, running foot strike that time to the face, and now between the shoulder blades is
That's
slapping.
going to suck.
Oh man,
Go on, Kip.
Into the midsection. Kip has really turned up the heat here now. Kip Sabian has been laying him in here,
Aubrey, right here.
and
I think he's hurt his shoulder.
what he's asking Aubrey to.
So he's done a very sensible thing here because his shoulder is hurt and you need to get that checked by a professional.
We
Oh
did-
no, she was doing nothing there. She was just checking on him, making sure his breathing was okay.
Well, it's not okay now, I don't think.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, it's
Wonder what happened.
snap-married him over that time and drives the knee in between the shoulder blades once
That's
again.
gonna hurt.
Sabian's going to do it again, just hauling off of that knee. Now pulls back here, almost like a surfboard type maneuver. And again, driving the knee in. Both combination knees driving him in.
From what I've heard, Kip is very versatile with all his body parts.
Well, since you're a roommate, I'm not going to go there either. And pulling back now again, as Sabian, you see Tony Donati trying to get out of it, and he very effectively gets out of it by hanging on.
Yeah, a kick to the gut is normally quite an effective way of stopping someone hurting you.
Yes, it is. An old-fashioned kick to the gut, right?
I'll show you later if you want.
No, I'll believe you.
Okay.
You don't have to show me anything. I believe anything you say, Jimmy.
Okay. I wish you were my bank manager. Oh, what a kick to the face.
How about that from Sabian? Rolls through with him.
Wow.
One,
that must
two,
have sucked.
oh! And he got out of it.
He did. I mean, fair play to him for kicking out of that, because that kick must have sucked.
That was a goal kick.
Yeah. What sort of sport are you talking about there? Because we have different ideas of what football is, I think.
Well, I was going to say soccer, but if I say soccer, you get offended, right?
I don't get offended. I'm just saying, like, we play football with our feet, and you play football with your hands.
And our heads, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, wow. Backed him in. Nicely done.
Yeah, it was very,
Yeah, very well done by...
I mean, Kip is pretty, but he's not the cleverest person.
Yep. And Donati trying to pick him up here.
He's done.
Has him hooked up.
For the cross-legged Michinoku driver there, but didn't catch it. What? Oh, what is this move?
How about Donati?
Hammerlock brainbuster there. That was a nice move.
Very well said. Hammerlock brainbuster. 1-2. Donati came one count away from a major upset.
Fair play to kicking out of that. That's going to hurt your arm and your shoulder real bad.
Into the corner once again.
Oh, nasty tumble there for Tony. Had him scouted there. Oh, beautiful.
Making a great show here, man. Oh, but
had him scouted there.
He sure did. Sabian. He's got him hooked up. Wow.
Beautiful move there from Kip.
Kip's not done yet. Sends him into the ropes.
Oh, straight in his face.
Knee strike, swinger, and a Russian leg sweep. Hooks him in.
Beautiful
submission hold.
I mean, he's got everything.
Well, he's finally tapping out.
Well done, Kip. We'll have a beer at home. Although I think he prefers
Here's
cider.
your winner by submission, Kip Sabian.
Kip Sabian being cheered on by
well done, buddy.
His buddy here, Jimmy Havoc, and of course, celebration in the ring with the one and only Penelope Ford, the super bad girl. Thanks very much for joining us this week on AEW Dark. Don't forget, tomorrow night on TNT, I'll be joined by Chris Jericho for a special edition of AEW Dynamite. This is Tony Schiavone. See you next time on AEW Dark.